So it's a bit of a slow news day today, but don't worry, I'm not going to pummel you with BS like whatever LeBron posted on Instagram yesterday, unlike ESPN Bleacher Report. Anyways, besides Kyrie Irving successfully dribbling the Lakers to death and imposing his will to guide his team to victory, not much happened last night in the NBA. One particularly funny moment I found from last night's game was this exchange between commentators Mike Breen and Mark Jackson about Kyrie Irving's handles.
You don't see a difference?
No, he's an incredible ball handler.
Right, but I think it's even better than it was.
Irving again. Oohs and ahs from the crowd. Manages to get the ball back. Putting on a show with the ball handling. Layup is good. Oh, what a play from Irving. Timeout Lakers.
This just in, Mike. His handle has gotten better.
One great thing Lakers fans can take away from that game is that the team did a great job of hanging in there and fighting back. In a game that saw the Lakers fall behind by 21 points early in the second quarter, most young teams would just roll over, take the blowout loss, and move on to the next one. Instead, the Lakers fought all game, bringing down the margin to as little as 4 points before Kyrie Irving finally decided his team was going to take the W late in the fourth. Anyways, moving on to a few topics I feel are important to talk about, I wanted to discuss two specific under-the-radar teams that are off to great starts this year, starting with the Orlando Magic. After finishing the 2015-16 season with a 35-47 record, the Magic showed signs of improvement and the possibility to make the playoffs with their improving young talent last year. Instead, they took a step back last season, finishing the year 29-53. The Magic responded by keeping their roster relatively the same, with the one big change being the addition of Jonathan Simmons after Paul Millsap scorned their offer to go with the Denver Nuggets. Simmons has played a massive role, scoring 14.7 points per game off the bench through 11 games, but the real story has been the play of Evan Fournier and Aaron Gordon. Gordon specifically has improved literally every single one of his stats across the board. He's been working hard to show the league he's more than just a dunker, and he's doing a fantastic job of showing it. Particularly, his three-point numbers are staggering. He went from making just one three-pointer per game to 2.6 three-pointers per game, and he's shooting that at an above a 50% clip. Of course, that's not going to stick, but improvement is improvement nonetheless, and it's impressive to see. Similarly to Gordon, Fournier, by the way, don't Google Fournier. Please don't Google Fournier. Anyways, Evan Fournier has improved across the board as well, averaging a career-high 20.5 points per game on 51% shooting. The massive improvement of these two players, combined with steady contributor Nikola Vucevic, has led the Magic to a surprising 7-4 start. Some might say it's still too early to rush to judgment, but watching these guys play, their improvement appears to be real, and it should continue throughout the regular season. The other surprise team also comes to us from the East, as the Detroit Pistons have gotten off to an equally impressive 8-3 start. The only meaningful addition the Pistons made was the acquisition of Avery Bradley. Bradley's presence propelled the Pistons defense to 8th out of 30 teams so far this year, and his offensive production is nothing to shrug off either. Be remiss to not also mention Stanley Johnson's impact on the Pistons defense. He's averaging 30 minutes per game this season, and he's not doing much offensively, but defensively, you cannot understate what this guy is doing. Moving on to Reggie Jackson, he finally appears to be healthy after an injury-plagued campaign last season. While his numbers aren't spectacular, he is leading the team like he should. The two biggest differences from last year lie in the play of Tobias Harris and Andre Drummond. Harris has asserted himself into the role of lead scorer, led by a drastic improvement in his three-point shooting. Drummond, on the other hand, has started to look for teammates more often when being doubled by the opposition, leading to more assists and better overall ball movement. While most of his numbers are relatively the same as last year, there is one particular stat that is kind of unbelievable. Heading into this year, Drummond was a career 38% free throw shooter. This summer, Drummond began working with a trainer who trained him before the 2012 draft, with a focus on relearning the fundamentals of free throw shooting. The training clearly worked, as Drummond is shooting an immensely improved 64% from the line thus far, and that's including an 0 for 7 performance from the stripe last night. With how these two teams are playing as well as how the East is shaping up this year, I wouldn't be surprised to see both of them finish anywhere from the 3 to 6 seeds in the final standings. As always guys, thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more clickbait free content in the future, be sure to follow me on social media at AmericasGB and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, this is Mattoon from America's Got Balls, signing out.